All right, this is going to be an addition to the brake job on the front. I got to go after the rears now. I've been telling myself I will. I better get it done. There's a little tidbit information here. When you jack up the rear end, and the front end doesn't have any axles to it, you better block up the tire just in case. You could accidentally slide off your jack and into another car. I'm about to move that. These floors are real slick, and they'll let stuff slide on them. That's why I can't use my ramps on it, because they just slide out of the way. So before I jack up this tire here and get it up off the air, like the other one is over there, I am going to move the Camaro and make sure the front wheels are chalked up. And then I'll pull this wheel off. Alright, GM really had a good idea here. All you do is push the calipers back, take the 2 bolts right here loose, one here and then one down there, that are actually on the other side of this, and here in this spot right here, and the whole thing comes off. And then once you get the caliper off, the bracket that holds the pads will slide right off, just like that. So it's a pretty good idea. I like it. I like how it works. It makes it a little easier. Push the caliper back, and then once you do that, you can hang it over here somewhere. Right? And then I believe I gotta take that little jewel out right there, and this thing should slide off. You can see right here where it's a little rusty. Might be a little fun there. Might have to get some WD-40 on that. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Okay, so now I got both sets of rear pads off, and this rotor looks like it'll be all right. But I think this is the one that started making the noise. Those pads are pretty wore out. That's the inside one. And then here's the outside one. I think that one is definitely done. Got my money out of it, I think. Oh, I could go another 1,000 miles. No. I got these brakes are so easy. It just doesn't make sense to mess around and wait too long like I did on the fronts. But I did realize I made a few messes, few things I have to fix on the front. I'll have to pull those back off. I might wait till I get up to the shop to do that. But unfortunately, I left the brake pads for this car up at the river, because I was going to do it up there. But all right, well, anyway, I hope the scraping noise that I've been hearing is from these and not the fronts. So we'll find out. Okay, it's Saturday morning, and I picked up my pads from Napa, who promised to have them overnight, and they did. I painted them up with my disc brake quiet stuff, and I'm not going to have the rotors turned. They look all right, but I did want to mention this. The stuff here, anti-seize lubricant, and I didn't do it in the front, and I should have. These here bolts need to have some anti-seize on them, so they don't seize up inside there and get galled because of the heat and metal, differential metal. So gotta let that stuff dry, and then I'll go ahead and start putting it together. All right, this is the right rear. I haven't got the caliper pushed all the way back in yet, but I did want to show you the pins here that need to be wiped off, and then you need to have some good caliper grease to put on those pins, because that's where this goes. It'll slide right up in there. It makes it so much easier. You just have to get the brake pads in this, and then you just slide it up on there, and then you just put the assembly onto the rotor. I'll show you more later. All right, to end this video, I just want to say, guys, please, please, please use jack stands. Do not leave everything to chance on that jack there, okay? Use jack stands. And number two, this car's in park, and the wheels are in the air, and, well, look at that. I turn this wheel backwards, and the other wheel goes forwards. In park. There's a posse in that pumpkin, baby.